Today, I would like to provide the American people with an update on the White House transition and our policy plans for the first 100 days.
On Monday night, Donald Trump posted a video talking about what he's going to do in his first 100 days in office. Much like the people who have traipsed through Trump Tower over the last 2 weeks, it was a mix. Some of it was tough-talking Donald Trump, like the campaign, but some of it was more moderate, reaching out to other parts of the political establishment. Let's take a look at the three main takeaways from the video.
On trade, I am going to issue our notification of intent to withdraw from the Trans-Pacific Partnership.
This is the tough-talking Donald Trump from the campaign. He's going to withdraw from the Trans-Pacific Partnership, a 12-country trade deal that was worked over 7 years under the Obama administration. That has a lot of allies in Asia very nervous, particularly at a time where China is asserting itself economically in the region. We've already heard from Japanese Prime Minister Abe that if the U.S. is not participating, they don't want to participate either, and many people are beginning to look to China for leadership in trade in that region. That is something of concern to many in Washington.
On immigration, I will direct the Department of Labor to investigate all abuses of visa programs that undercut the American worker.
Here's where we're seeing a new, more moderate Donald Trump, perhaps. No talk of a wall along the Mexican border, no talk of deportations. So here we see Donald Trump perhaps reaching out to more moderate members of the Washington establishment and even over across the Democrats. These are issues like checking visas. That's something that the Obama administration did when it was in office. So this is more a continuation of current policy than any real break from the past.
On energy, I will cancel job-killing restrictions on the production of American energy, including shale energy and clean coal, creating many millions of high-paying jobs.
This is more of a mixed bag. He has talked broadly about deregulation, and that's really ginned up Wall Street, which has seen record highs on the belief that Trump will be sort of across-the-board deregulation of all industries. But it might be a bit tough on energy. What has driven the energy boom in the U.S., and that's happened under the Obama administration, particularly in the shale industry, is high oil prices in the Middle East. Over the last 2 years, we've seen those prices come down. That's hit the shale industry in the United States. There's not much Washington can really do on regulation that's going to lead to another boom in the shale industry in the U.S. That's going to be decided by OPEC. That's going to be decided by Saudi Arabia. And it matters much more what's going to happen at the OPEC meeting later this month than it's going to happen under the Trump administration on that one.
I will provide more updates in the coming days as we work together to make America great again for everyone, and I mean everyone.
These are the first extended public comments we've heard from Donald Trump since his victory speech 2 weeks ago. And like everything in the last 2 weeks, it's a bit of a mix. It's a tough-talking Donald Trump on the one hand, it's a bridge builder on the other hand. He's keeping us all guessing, and I suspect that we're going to have to wait until he becomes president on January 20th to find out who the real Donald Trump is going to be once he gets into the Oval Office.